I gotta be honest, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better, but a whole new vibe. But there are complications. Let me explain. So I am feeling more patient. Andrew is more patience. So my brain is used to going 9 million miles an hour. Oh, that was correct. Okay, that was correct. Yes. 9 million miles an hour. It's used to it. And I think that anxiety or that stress or that intensity is really, if I'm honest, probably comes from an insecurity within myself of shit, what if I don't make it? Shit, what if I don't make it? Shit, what if I'm shit? Shit, what if I'm not good enough? Shit, what if I'm this? Shit, what if this, right? And this permanent anxiety and self-hatred, and is has caused me to go, rrr. And that is a tough experience to be in this body and experience that. Real talk. So what's happened is with food, for example, it's been over a week of no processed food, but I'm doing the carbohydrates at night. And if you've been watching the last couple of days, I've been like, whoa, I'm like, I don't know if I had to throw out the carbs or not. It's not fast enough. What if it doesn't happen? What if I've crashed my metabolism? What if this? What if that? And every day I'm getting leaner. I'm looking at myself every day, I'm getting leaner. Every day I woke up again today leaner. I woke up the next day again leaner. And then I was like, Andrew, you're getting leaner. And then you're like, but what if? And then I was, but you're not eating processed food. You made that decision. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I caught myself today at the gym. This is a random thought, right? I go, what if instead of taking another 5 weeks, it takes another 6 weeks? Okay. And I go, what if it takes another 7 weeks instead of 5 weeks? Oh no, another 2 weeks, oh no. I'm already liking how I look now, it's not bad. Sure, it's not as shredded as I was 6 weeks ago, but I'm not as frantic. And I also know we're not going backwards because I'm not eating processed food. And in that, I'm feeling way more controlled. Not only that, get this shock horror, the last 2 days, including today, I've dropped the 2 hours cardio to 1 hour cardio. Yep. We're just doing 1 hour. And because all of last week I only did pretty much 1 hour, bits and pieces, and I was like, look, I was sick, I was this. So I was like, you know what? Why stress myself out more? I was like, all right. It's happening anyway. It's happening. It's happening. The weight is coming off, the fat is coming off, cool. Okay. Cool. And the same thing with my current business, with the e-com business. I'm noticing, and I'm in a bit of a stressful point. I am in a bit of a stressful point because I'm changing strategies completely. I'm teaching other people, I'm doing this, but I'm also catching myself and I go, look, even if that all crumbles and the new tactic doesn't work, it's okay. You're just going to slowly build up the other thing and it's going to be okay. I had a count for myself. I was like, look, 50 to 100 grand a month is just superb. It allows me to keep a home base. So I can keep this home base. Sweet. I've got a home base somewhere in the world, right? It could be here, it could be somewhere else. I've got a home base somewhere. I like the idea of having a home base at the moment. I like the idea of having a home base. It's like a get out of jail free card. It's a retreat. It's and I feel like I've got, I love this place. It's got a very decent energy. It's got a creative. So I like this as a home base. It's a bit far. And if I, for example, fall in love with LA over time, then maybe home base will move to LA, but I'd need a visa and I'd need to sort of live there, etc. But let's say this is home base. It allows me to keep a home base and be completely free to travel and do whatever the fuck I want to do and get lost in the wilderness, you know. The problem will be is, what if I never come back to home base? What if I've spent like 6-7 months away from home base? It's kind of silly at that point to keep home base. But when you're earning 100 grand, 50, 100 grand a month, okay, cool. So 5% of your income is there to hold home base. It holds all your shit. It means that at any point you've got this like, underneath you've got this like peaceful security called, at any point I can just be like, yo, I'm on a plane, bye, I'm out, you know, and I've got good routines set here, etc. So look, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it as we speak. Okay, so that's good. But I'm feeling this new patience come along. And yesterday, really, if you watch the video, I really broke through that I'm not giving advice anymore. And I'm just being fully me. Now, in saying that, I was like, right, I'm not giving advice anymore. I'm just going to be me. And I'm just going to share what's going on, as I've been on YouTube, as everywhere, but I'm going to do that everywhere. And if you vibe my vibe, great. If you don't vibe my vibe, whatever. Cool, like that's fine. You don't have to vibe my vibe. And over time, my vibe will expand. And if I keep doing me, then eventually people will be like, wow, you're just doing you. And that's inspiring because it makes me want to do me. That's all I want to give to people. I've spent my whole life being something else, and it's been hard. Like, it's been really hard. So I'm gonna have interesting conversations. So I'm going to need to go tell my mum and sister, for example, that I am thinking of having substances as a part of my life. Like I will strategically introduce them again. I know it's weird. People are usually like, oh, I had a night out, and then like, oh, well, I guess now I do substances occasionally. Like, I actually plan my shit. I plan vibe changes. But I think grass is going to come back at some point. It's not right now, because I'm feeling a vibe, and still business-wise, I'm feeling relatively switched on, and I'm not sure. There's just a lot of peas in the pod, but at the same time, I may have a joint this weekend, you know, that's fine. In me doing me, it gives me sort of like this calm. I'm no longer trying to fight myself. It's like I fight myself, so then look how hard I fight. And then I was like, well, I've fought so hard, you should fight yourself and be better as well. And then it's like, man, I don't know. I'm trying this thing called not fighting myself. I'm trying this thing like, I just want to be me, because what if tomorrow never comes? Can you imagine how sad that would be if I didn't spend like a full day just embodying me fully? And I think I used to embody a lot of me. I think occasionally doing substances allowed me to stay in that like space of like, I'm doing me, and I'm a bit disassociated from what people think of me. But I think this period of time of 6 months of just being completely just really addressing some painful things that I haven't addressed has been really useful for me in a very real way. I don't know why this has gone on to substances. I just think it would be nice to have a joint at some point. But I'm so scared. Because I'm like, what if it turns me groggy? What if it turns me into something else? I was like, now I'm like so far away from it. I'm petrified now to touch it. It's weird. It's really weird. Like I don't know anybody that goes as hard as me, or as artful and as creative as me, like creates really crazy experiences where I do a mix of this, a mix of that, a mix of this, time that with that, time that with that, time that with that, time that with that, eat this properly there, water there, magnesium there, and just create just a beautiful experience. I don't know anybody that does that. And at the same time now I've been so far away from it, I'm afraid to take a drag of a joint. Like that is a real talk. Anyway, so that's how I feel right now. But I'm liking this patience era. I'm liking this patience era, and I'm finding my stress response goes up. My brain is like, oh, but you gotta. No, you don't gotta. You don't gotta. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Calm the nervous system down, and just continue. Continue to action. Continue to action. And I'm removing stress of results. I can't keep focusing on, and this is in my business, I can't keep focusing on in my business, in my music, in my rig. I can't predict. I think my intellectual brain is always like, it will happen by then. It will happen by then goalpost. I can't predict it, because when I go, that's when it'll happen. Oh, I'm figuring this out live. When I go, that's when that'll happen. That's when the stress and the anxiety builds, because I map out. I'm like, that's when it happens. That's not real. That doesn't exist. You don't know. You don't know. There's a bunch of scientists trying to figure out when things will happen, deadlines and stuff, and you don't know when the thing will happen. You actually don't know. So if you don't know when the thing will happen, chill out. All I can be is right here, right now, and action what I can action, do what I need to do, and have faith that it'll all work out. In the start of the year, as you've seen in the start of the year, I wrote out a list for me. It was rig, finances, social media, and singing. So social media and singing, we call it social media, right? Or putting myself out there. So rig came as first. Basically, I said that rig is the most important thing. If I didn't have finances, if I didn't have social media, I needed to feel good in my body as number one. So that went as number one. So that stayed as number one priority. It's been in my speaking this entire time. Number two was, if I didn't have money but had social media, that would be not good. So I have a body, I have social media, but I don't have money. That would make me not feel good. I'd feel trapped. I mean, I know that sounds silly. I'd feel trapped in just this amazing house and amazing gym and doing whatever I want just here, but I feel trapped as in I don't have, 50 to 100 grand coming in a month where I can just fly around everywhere and just gallop and do that all the time. Like, I have to count my money. That pisses me off. Not count, but I can't be like, I'm going to go there and get that Airbnb tomorrow, and I'm getting flights tomorrow, and let's go. So I was like, all right, finances is next. And then the third thing was the social media. So what I had for the first 3 months, that's how long rig will take. For the next 3 months, that's how long finances will take. And the next 6 months will be social media. And then at the end of it, I said, if you do this for the year, you will have an incredible, unimaginable life by the end of the year. Okay? And in none of that was women, in none of that was relationships, in none of that it was just the setup. It was called cool. I feel great in my body. I'm now financially again stable and better off than before, with a real higher level of income in terms of real freedom. Like, I guess a new level of freedom. I think $100,000 coming in a month is a pretty good freedom. It's pretty good freedom in terms of I don't purchase things or anything like that because it's silly. It's like if this ring is Versace or not Versace, it doesn't actually matter. Versace's made me feel that this ring is important because it's Versace, but the ring is still a ring no matter what the label is. So I don't pay for labels or anything like that. It's just marketing nonsense, hype, and you trying to build importance to be like, look, I'm rich. Okay, cool. If it makes you feel better that you're rich, why do you need to let people know that you're rich? True rich people wear whatever, you know. This is pajamas. These aren't expensive, and I have 20 of them, you know. And then you see a bunch of people wearing all this expensive shit and then still have to go to a 9-to-5 job and work their asses off, etc., while I'm here strumming a guitar, having a chat to my bestie. You know? And that's the reality. Like, what is true wealth? This has gone in a different direction. What is true wealth? What is true freedom? Is true freedom to purchase anything, to say, look how rich I am? I keep hearing stories, and I still hear it. My other ex has said, you know, the person that she's seeing has expensive cars, and still with the expensive cars, he's like, he doesn't get to drive it because he's at work all the time for it. So it's silly. You're at work all the time to get the money for the cars that you don't need, to give yourself self-worth. Like, there's a whole thing to unravel there. It's like, whoa, like, you have to get present to what life is. Like, life is... Anyway, I'm not giving advice. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion on the way to live life. But nice cars are nice. As a man, I think a nice car is nice, but ownership of vehicles is like tough. You know, I have a Harley Davidson downstairs, and I like creating music. I like riding the motorbike occasionally. I may even ride it today because it's been a while, but you know, I like doing what I like doing, and it's like I could do that, but I also like I've got other stuff. So having expensive stuff is just not the thing. So anyway, point is, with the rig, it looks like the rig and cash is sort of getting... I planned that it's going to be in 3 months, then I got stressed that it didn't happen in 3 months. Okay, my father died. Okay, cool, stuff has changed. Okay, cool. But it's looking like, okay, so it's the 4th month now. It's looking like it's happening anyway, so I can consider it sort of done and it's happening. And I'm now operating on the money front, and I have no idea when that'll go yay or not yay. But as it goes, I can only just action it, and it'll go as it goes, even if it takes a year. And I've been actioning the social media as well. And social media is only meant to go, you know, meant to sort of be more in a place of growth, and music in a place of growth by the end of the year. But as per normal Andrew, I just meshed it all together into the one and was like, I'm going to do it all. But at the same time, I'm only doing 3 things, but it's still a little bit too much. But point is, the stress comes from setting targets which not necessarily are based in reality. I think, and I know this instinctually, however, in saying it to you, I get to relearn it again for myself. Anxiety is called by living in the future. And although we can be so smart to be like, I've done this before, I know how long it takes, I know how that is still at best a really, really, really good prediction on the future. And if that prediction is slightly off, if that thing is slightly off, it just causes you to live in the future and in the current anxiety, always matching out, am I going to meet the deadline or am I not going to meet the deadline? I'm going to meet the deadline or I'm not going to meet the deadline. Am I going to meet the deadline or I'm not going to meet the deadline? Fuck the dateline. Fuck the dateline. Fuck the dateline off. Come to my house. Fuck the deadline off. Fuck the deadline off. All I can do is I can wake up and I can do the thing to the best of my capability and ability. Cool. Because I don't want to stress. My father's stressed, well, not stressed, but, you know, my family, I think, I grew up in a bit of like everyone's a little stressed all the time. Everyone's a little stressed. Everyone's and I think everybody else is also a little bit stressed, right? Everyone's a little bit stressed. Just a little bit like this, a little bit stressed all the time, like, okay. I'm just gonna live right here, right now. Here. Right here, it's you and I. Right here, it's you and I. It's absolutely perfect. There's nothing else that we need to do. You are wherever you are. I am wherever I am. And together we're having a conversation. You're listening, I'm speaking. I wish I could hear you, but here we are. In this moment right now, everything's perfect. Not in the past, not in the future. Right now, everything's perfect. So I think that's what I'm getting for myself. And I've read the books, The Power of Now. I've meditated, I've done this, but I've done all of this. However, I'm experiencing it in a new way again. So that's today's update. I love you very much. I hope you in the future will have a good day, but I hope right now, that you are perfect. Because you are. You have a phone screen, a TV screen, audio. You have the ability to take time off and watch this. Wherever you are right now, you're doing great. You're doing great. So just like, I'm doing great. And that's it. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.